Alright guys, welcome back to the ESL Pro League Finals. Of course, this is day 2 of the groups, so things are getting a little heated here, and things are getting quite interesting between these teams, because from day 1, SK looked pretty phenomenal. They looked untouchable, they barely lost a round on the T-side. I don't think they actually lost a round at all, which is a ridiculously good stat. But then they had a couple of weird results. They lost to G2.
Yeah, they actually got beat pretty hard from what we can see and what we've heard. Day 2, a lot of spanners being thrown in there. Coming to the close of the season, Europeans versus Americans, matching up, who's the best of teams. Today is proving that it's not what we expect.
Not right now. I'm kind of just thinking, all right, maybe it's just a slow start for SK. That, you know, maybe had a couple of issues here and there. They'll be fine. But they do have someone in their way that could prove interesting, I guess. EnVyUs. Right now, Envy have another weird story going on themselves. Ups and downs galore, showing that they can certainly compete, but it's kind of hard to predict when. But let's have a little look at the teams themselves so you guys know exactly who you're watching, but I'm sure you know by now. EnVyUs, everyone knows them, love them, hate them, it doesn't matter. They are here and they are showing exactly what they got. XMX, Sixer, Scream, Happy, and RPK. Thus far, we've seen them best Immortals in Cloud9, both times on Cobble though, and I'm pretty sure most people know Cobble is still one of those maps that always sits well with them. It's the deeper map pool that starts to become a problem. Yeah, and SK just lost on Cobble. It's clearly the French have been putting work into this map. It's showing. They lost against a counterpart, the Brazilian, essentially weaker team, and then G2 come and smash SK. What's going on, Lauren? It's rock, paper, scissors. Anyone could beat anyone, so from what we've seen. Now, the next spanner I'm going to throw into the works is I know the map that's coming up. And this kind of changes everything to me. I think this puts it back into the perspective you'd imagine. As I'm pretty sure it's going to be Inferno. It's already up on HLTV. You can already see it at home as well. I'm sure you guys are checking that one out, of course, as well. So the thing is with this map, right, EnVyUs play it a hell of a lot. It's their second most played map as of late. And they're not particularly great at it. They've lost the vast majority of their games on this. It's probably one of their weaker maps that are the most played. And SK are good on this map. Yeah, SK have been grinding this map. One of the first teams to really kind of adopt it alongside North, really figure it out, figure all the nuances, the timings, what you can do with the skyboxes now, what kind of strats you can create. It's also a map that you can get a lot of solo plays on. They can leave one player towards B and they can just put pressure into apps and cause all sorts of problems with the setups, especially when you only know all of the players, or the majority of the players are second mid. You can kind of deny them all of the map, and we'll probably see that from SK. I can imagine. Speaking of SK, let's take a look, because we haven't seen much of them on the B stream, of course. These guys were tearing it through yesterday, so not much of a glimpse, but you love to see him. Fallen, Taco, Coldzera, Phelps, and Fur. And my eyes instantly, you know, it's hard to look past Coldzera because he's arguably still one of the best players in the world, but someone that I will always put up there is Fallen. He's not only an in-game leader, he's a phenomenal AWPer, and he just has something about the playstyle and what he's done with his team that's created a world-class team in a very short span of time, and he's really made this work. Yeah, he was struggling a bit with the player adjustments, but he's really found his footing again, getting that team synergy. I know this team was talking about changes. They weren't sure on Phelps, but they're starting to get things together and put in some work now. Coldzera. The age-old. Coldzera is, hands down the most complete player in the world. The most consistent. We'll probably see that here. He likes this map. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, you get a player like that on a map he enjoys, it gets even scarier, right? So you guys aren't missing much at the moment. It is just the knife round, don't worry. And SK picked that up with 4 alive. So they get the choice of side, no problems there. But yeah, guys at home, of course, I know, look, you're new to this, Christian, but I'm going to tell you this now. The Brazilian fans are pretty spicy. They're pretty spicy out there. Pretty intense. They are pretty intense. So guys, I'm curious who you're rooting for and who you think is going to walk away with this one. And do let us know. You can see the veto in process here. I'm glad it got down to Inferno. I'm a big fan of this map and I like seeing both these teams on it. I'm surprised that, well, I guess if you're left against, you know, SK, and your Envy, where do you go to as like an easy pick? There isn't one. They have a very complete map pool, so it's always going to be very tough for you. But Inferno's a tough choice, and I feel it's a trap that Envy might fall into to even get close to this, to think it's a good map for them. Maybe they've worked on it. We've seen other teams here. North came out yesterday and surprised us a hell of a lot on Nuke with those crazy deep smokes, new approaches. If Envy have been able to do their homework, we might see something. But they've got to bring something new to this, so all eyes on Envy, really.
So it's like the relatively new team. It's really hard to get a consistent map pool. Often a lot of teams will work on their weaknesses.
Yep.
And the maps that they think they're strong on can sometimes get overlooked, and that's when you kind of see upsets. People forget just the little things, the little details when you're not practicing the map so much. But yeah, CT side for SK team and into the pistol round.
All right, no pressure. Let's see what we've got here. So, SK, I want to see aggression. That's the one thing I like about this team. And, of course, Phelps, yeah, that's what I want. Just get in their faces, you know, prove them. You're SK Gaming. You're not scared of these guys. You're fine. But it might be Envy doing a little bit of a hit here. We do have those smokes and flashes available. We saw something really nice from Immortals before. I love any small set piece on this map. I think it's one of those you can really exploit. Remember when NIP, when they just got Threat on board, did that crazy like apps play on like not necessarily this version of Inferno, but you know the prior versions. And I was just like, oh, it's so good to see it again. Love seeing this sort of stuff. But it looks like Envy have kind of defaulted back here off that little early kind of walk towards apps.
Yeah, SK got the info early at mid and peaked second mid. Unfortunately, Phelps didn't get the kill. They've decided to go B here and taking banana control off Taco with that flashbang. They've used all of their utility and rushing into the site now.
And you're walking into coldzera. This is his den, this is his home, and he only gets one though. XMS pushes through, and XMS has been shining in these pistol rounds, and there it is again, a glimpse of hope for EnVyUs there as XMS removes Taco's head. And he's going to force SK to play retake on this one, and never easy, never fun. And let's see those afterplant positions. You've almost got the triangle of doom here, right? One by Dark Corner, one by Nubox, and one playing over by Ruin. So tough to try and dismantle this. They have one flash on Fallen, and a kit on him as well. Fur, he's got the, I guess, the longevity here. He's got the armor, so he's the one looking for this scream. He knows where he is. He's made an educated guess, but RPK removes Fallen. Now, Fur!
Wow.
That's the shot, and now it's possible. No! XMS takes it away from him. And XMS, as said, he's doing wonders for Envy at the moment. He's the one who gets that round in the back, because you felt that maybe that was going to get to something at the end then.
Yeah, and he made that look so sharp. When you're on an elevated level, you don't have that one plane you can just aim headshot level.
Yeah.
So those shots were insane. So quick, and he was unlucky to not get the third there. That would have been a crazy clutch. Yeah, EnVyUs. So they're on some Brazilian barbecue today.
You're feeling it.
Yeah.
Nice and early. If we were seeing the individuals, that's what I want to see. You see them going, and then you get everything working together. But if Envy are putting up a fight, I am more than happy. I want to watch this going all the way. I'm happy with this in OT. I don't care how late I am here casting. These are the type of games that make me pretty happy. So, Taco pushed up close. He's rocking a hard place at this point. You pick your poison. You've got players left, right. You're never going to be able to get the advantage. You just got to go for one. There's no quick way or easy way to work it out. So he gets overdone in the end. And actually, Envy don't lose any HP, and they still got great amounts of utility to put into play. So they could do a nice hit towards A. They could smoke out whatever they want. They can molly out corners. They're pretty safe. But this might be a B hit. They've kind of shown face towards A, and they're falling back away from it.
Yeah, it's really hard to actually take apps control against pistols. The pistols do so much damage up close. And you often find yourself in a 1v1. Players can take a kill on full wet.
I like this from Fallen, though. He's not just staying out. He's not trying to take an early fight. He's buying time really well. And they did go up Banana, and now they're falling back from it. But that's allowed Phelps to push forward now in a bit of a problematic situation. He does get the reload off, but now a little too late. coldzera, the next challenge. But they're going back and forth here, Envy, and they're slowly being worked down. But there are only 3 players for SK. And they do just have those pistols. But we'll see how much he gets done.
Gets the kill. This is interesting.
Perfect. This is great stuff from them. Fallen as well can get played in from this. If he finds Scream, it would have been possible. But no, they break through. They push through. And it's down to coldzera. Probably one of the best players in the world right now. Up against 3, though. Decent armor. Still a molly left. Bomb to be going down soon. 10 seconds. Bomb being planted by the first boxes. XMS holding the peak. coldzera unravels it. Oh! A second, but the third again. Just that step too far away. He's putting up numbers. So are SK. But the rounds, they're EnVyUs.
Yeah, 1 player left both round, though. These are close. It's so hard to play against those pistols. When there's smokes up and situations like that, see Fur get a kill, getting up close, just playing around the smoke, waiting for that T to come through. You're not in a one and done, but the smoke isolates the rest of your team, so the CT often cannot get traded there. But I loved what EnVyUs did in the apps department. They double-faced, which a lot of players wouldn't do.
It's meticulous. It takes being fully switched on, even against just pistols.
No, you have to treat it like a gun round. You have to use all your utility. You have to double face. The weapons are so strong, and you see it time and time again. These rounds go in the way of the force buy.
Yeah, Fallen somehow find a kill with USPS and Cold Zera, still with the CZ. Going to claim himself a Mac 10 for the rest of the round, but 2v3, no real firepower, not much play back in towards B either. The bomb's going to go down soon. If they can make any more money out of this, really good. If they remove one of the rifles, oh, that's great for them. But for now, EnVy just need bodies alive at this point. They need to start building bank up because even though they have been winning the rounds, big implants, their money has been on a knife's edge. It's never been stable. These have been down to that last man standing.
Yeah, Cole's just going to look for a kill here. He's got the armor. He wants to try and build a bit of bank balance with this juicy Mac 10. Maybe help Fallen get that AWP. Maybe even double AWP himself. You know what he can do with it.
We're going for this. And very worst, if they can keep EnVy locked to this site, they're going to lose out on 2 rifles. We'll see that. If they can even come through. Surely not. No. There it is. 6 or an XMS. Well controlled. Not going to lose out. And they should be able to back away safely, and they do. So all good in the end for EnVy, but money could have been a problem if they did lose out on any more of those guns. They could have had to drop and kind of lose out on the bank that was building up on Sixer, as he eyes up the AWP, of course, as well. If he fancies it on the T side, he's still very capable of rifling, so I wouldn't necessarily say he has to go for it, and he doesn't. He's fine for now. Maybe not needing it at this point. And you can see the very shoddy buy coming out from SK. Far from ideal.
Yeah, it's kind of how close these rounds have been. Just scraped together a buy now. I mean, the rounds on B, oh Jesus. This is what I mean, this battle is such conditioning early on for Banana. Everyone wants to make sure that that territory is theirs. If you can take Banana, you can take Inferno. If you've got a firm grasp on that Banana, the map's yours. Caprides.
You love playing Twitch chat, don't you? This is a problem. He's already getting into it. Oh no. But we are learning about the firm grip on Banana today, guys and girls. Any tips, please send them through to us on Twitter. Always appreciated. But as a CT side, you still want to get another one under the bag and a kill to your favour, get that advantage.
Ding.
Fallen. Alright, here we go. Not just an AWP. We've got to be careful though. He's soloing out on B and he's so wanting to keep control. This B has no more utility now. No smokes, no mollies, no flashes, 1 decoy. How can he still buy time here? He needs some support eventually. Even if they fall back towards A, he still needs another player here. Boost going to come in. Phelps probably going to be propped up. He is. Not a bad way to try and get around it. Maybe one and done, maybe more if they don't even check on it, which is a terrifying thing. But guys at home, we're down to 30 seconds in this round. This is where it gets a little scary. This is where one player can go off, and that's where SK can shine. But for now, it's EnVy going to be making the hit come through. Fallen takes the attention, Phelps takes the frag, but it's well handled again by Sixer and XMS. They're doing the job that's required, and the 2 remaining players for SK are too far out to even get near to this site.
They're trading really well. They're playing. We don't often see this from EnVy. They're normally doing their solo things, but they are playing. Every frag is being traded within milliseconds, and you have to do that on this map. If players can whittle away and fall back into deeper parts of the map, you're going to really, really struggle. Well,
like, even just seeing, I think it was Phelps boosted up towards that spot, that everyone kind of knows, like, you've seen, good teams falling to that so often. I think it was, who got boosted up there? It was Zipnix got boosted up there by, for Astralis. And NIP, didn't really check it. They looked at it, didn't fully check it. He gets, like, 2 kills, actually backs off it, goes back up on the boost, gets more kills. It's crazy how good that can be, but effective trading for EnVy. I don't know, this is a really good performance from EnVy so far. It actually feels like, so far, they've got the right, approach to it, a good candor to how they're playing this one out. It's the good trading, individually being quite powerful. You're having players who don't often turn up to be the kind of, not necessarily stars, but, be the heavy hitters early, actually providing a lot. Scream's quiet at the moment. He's not really needed to be playing that crazy style. It's Sixer, RPK, and XMS. These guys are the ones really showing us what to be done here. And SK, again, going to suffer through in a poor buy. Not ideal UMPs through and through. What is this, for instance?
It's another map you really want good economy on. If you've got good economy, you can really much easily get control.
And I remember how EnVy used to play this. It's come to mind because of Sixer. They used to completely ignore Banana. They occasionally use RPK down by T-stairs.
Yeah.
They're doing it now.
Yeah.
And they might play it back late. And I can imagine that's why Sixer has those flashes and such, so they can play back in from second mid. It goes straight over. That's kind of unique. But maybe EnVy have been putting in work, because this was not a good map for them before.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, they're just straight pressure on second mid. They want to burn some of those CT nades. not the greatest buy. They've gone for UMPs and nades, which I prefer rather than rifles in a short utility buy. UMPs are kind of really good on this map as well. Utility's even better. And we're seeing a mid take here with the bomb.
Yeah, XMS straight out as well. Just going to be peeking up above the smoke, see if anyone's in quad.
It's just pressure. They're taking their time. They want to use all of these nades. They're more than happy just to throw a couple flashes, spray the smokes, try and get a reaction from the CTs.
Yeah, and look how little they have left on the SK side. They're clinging on to those last couple of flashes that they have and one molly on Taco, but Spur going to place one flash down. Beautiful flashes, but he just gets overwhelmed. I don't know if RPK wasn't flash or just sprayed and just got the job done. Fallen, though, going to try and do damage, and he does, but it doesn't equate to a kill. He's not yet to be theirs, though. Spray comes in, you can see Phelps there, desperate for a full connection through the smoke, doesn't get it, but a bit more damage done, so they're a little bit vulnerable, but bomb screw planted, sights theirs, and you still have that player down in T-stairs, happy, doing the lurk, doing what he loves, but now just below him, timing doesn't work out.
My God.
Oh, this could be huge. No, Happy checks it! Who checks that? Happy! Your timing is perfect. I don't know if you showed it on radar, because it's not like the old Inferno where if you like walked over the underpass, you'd see it on radar. You don't anymore. So Happy's just he's just a smart boy.
He smelled a rat, clearly. EnVyUs are looking really good. These are like the Brazilian slayers right now. It's too early. I'm not going to get excited about this yet. All right, this could be the 5th round. I'm not going to believe you don't. They're struggling with the French, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are, and that's weird. Like, SK yesterday looked flawless, right? We didn't get to see many of the games, but you see the results. They played the two hardest teams, arguably, in their group, and spanked it. They, 3-0 sat there, no worries.
Not only spanked, they didn't drop a T round.
Yeah, that's beyond spanking. That's no safe word, sort of spanking.
That's incredible. Incredible statistic.
Yeah, I don't think there's many teams who've ever been able to boast that sort of result. So that's why coming into day 2, you're like, well, surely eventually it's going to kick in. But by this point for EnVy, now they've got a nice buffer beside them as well. They're sitting on around 5k, so they're starting to get that nice money point. And of course, SK never feeling that secure.
Yeah. No, they're going to start having to get some rounds together quick, because this can spiral out of control pretty quickly here. Especially these players are just feeling it. What's the scoreboard right now?
Albert will hit stuff at the end of the round. You're going to hit that scoreboard, aren't you, Albert? Just at the end. Yeah, he is. I can tell.
I can feel it coming.
Yeah. All right.
It'd be interesting to see if it's the same players as last map. They're just feeling it today.
All right, yeah, we'll find out. The SK eventually going to have to suffer through this one.
But
maybe. He
was
tempted.
Much.
Oh, he's teasing. Albert, don't tease us with the scoreboard. How dare you? But again, EnVy, they're falling back off this. They're just pushing up towards mid, and they're late taking Banana, which is a bit of a rarity. And look at the rotation it's already caused. You've got Fallen heading over towards A. They're throwing misdirection left, right, and center. And Fur's going to have to back away, call for support eventually, but they don't have any information, really, the CT side. They're all just kind of clumped up towards quad, stacked out, and I think they're now seeing the hit. Yeah, now they're trying to rotate over, but Fur
has a lot to do.
He's got to buy time like no other. He needs Bernard's watch here if he wants to try and get this one done. You've got 3 players coming over towards the B site. Fur sits at Manu box. It might be a little quick boost coming out if they have time for this. And EnVy are going for the hit. Look how quick this is as well. Scream straight in. The boost is there. But Phelps going to find one. Fur goes down and they need more. SK needs to stem the bleeding, but they can't. They're already in the site. The bomb can go down. Surely. Falling gets smoked off. The bomb is loose. 10 seconds though. Timing is going to be a huge factor, but RPK secures it. 2 kills. Bomb comes in. And 9 HP on the plant. That could have been a bit deadly. It's not in the end. It's all right. And now 4 alive against 2. It's probably time to save SK.
Yeah, did you see how XMS entered the bomb site there? Straight. What often is getting pre-fired is that lower headshot angle by the bomb site, by the graveyard, where terrorists smoke and cross. He's gone straight over the box, elevated angle, looking down on you. When you peek out, you're not expecting that at all. It's just a trade and that's the bomb site.
That's the thing, we haven't even seen SK with an AWP in hand particularly yet.
Yeah, they've been forcing UMPs almost every round they can. I'd really like them just to save maybe just one player get an AWP, because
you've got 2 very game-changing players.
Yeah, exactly. And they're getting this info with the jump spots and playing around the top of Banana. If they did it with an AWP, they can get that first one and then fall back.
There it is, straight away to double AWP, as soon as they could do it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, they could shut this out now. But, so far, let's look at that scoreboard. XMS and RPK. There it is, RPK. A little bit of a throwback to his, the heyday coming back for him. And where are you, Taco? Come on, bud.
I think he was struggling last month as well against G2.
Yeah. Like, I don't join the club of, just... Oh! Scream! That's what it's about. Scream destroys Fallen. One orb gone. And Cold Zero was there as well. And he's just like, nah, I'm alright. I'm pushing him off the angle too. This is perfect from EnVy. Reading the economy well, knowing that this is probably a likelihood to come out is that orb. Maybe even a double orb. Let's see how they approach it for the rest of this round.
Yeah, I mean, even flashing an orb in that situation, they normally can get the kill 50% of the time, just because they can time the shot, and they're so good at doing that. But Scream was so quick there. As soon as that flash came down, his head was torn off. Fallen couldn't even fire a shot.
Cold Zero though. Ever the backbone for SK. Not going to let this one slip. 2 players to either side now. Going to have to deal with unfavorable numbers no matter which way they split this. And Taco, if he's feeling, you know, if he's not on it, if he's not feeling the game out right now, he could have been in real trouble if they did go for that hit through balcony. They're not. They're going to go right back around towards B. And again, the rotations aren't spot on from EnVy. First falling back towards A, and now the B hit comes in. Phelps is going to be crying for help at this point. Get back over here. The hit's going to come. Underhand flash. He takes the fight. He loses it. The 2 big hitters, XMS and RPK, straight away into the site. But finally, Phelps is there just in the nick of time. Gets towards the coils, but he needs to be checked on. Let's see if that trades there, and it is. Quick as you like. Sixer not going to let this one slip. 20 seconds. Bomb goes in. And now Cold Zero, what more can you do? 2 kills for SK in this one. And now this becomes problematic. Let's see the after plant positions as well for EnVy. So Sixer playing by the pool, and you got Happy on Banana. Happy, we know he likes the AWP on occasion. He's going to have to use it this time. And Taco's so far out at the moment. Sixer's kind of being drawn into this. Taco encroaches slowly. Cold Zero checking in. No safety here. No kits either. Taco finds Sixer, but it's on Happy. He spots out Taco. Peeks back out in the corner. He misses the shot. And the defuse will come in.
Yeah, must win around there. They had the double AWP. It was looking scary at that point. Scream, probably one of the best players at dealing with AWPs. You have to be able to headshot with the AK. If you try spraying an AWP, you're going to lose that duel. It's looking scary at that point, but they've managed to close it out with Taco going huge. Cold Zero picking up 2. And they've retained the AWP, and now they need to build a bank.
Yeah, they got the double AWP, which is good as well. I guess they got that off Happy as well. But credit to Taco, quiet game. When required, at least he delivers the 2 frags that got them back into that game there, at least into that round. So this has turned it back into a possible situation. Good utility still on the UMPs, but they do have the backbone of those AWPs. Early aggression, RPK will do this every time. Fallen's ready this time. He's not falling for those tricks, RPK. He's seen this before, but Taco is playing a dangerous game here. Cold Zero's now fallen. He has to be careful. He's about to be crunched on. Just about makes it away in time, but he's reading the play well. They're coming in thick and fast. Taco is ready. He's waiting, but he only can find 1. Traded out well. And now EnVy have Pit. They have some control, and they're locking out SK from playing back into this.
Yeah, I mean, talk about not playing scared. You're up against 2 AWPs, and you're just going tempo, full bore. And they're trading, they're not letting off. These players are hitting their shots. SK is so good on these situations.
Let's see this retake. It's very hard to dig people out of this position. I don't like the double set up in sight. I prefer Pit and maybe Graveyard or even in the little corner of it.
Phelps go first contact and then also wide.
Yeah, Phelps well, tried to make first contact, got the tag, Fallen then trades in off the back of it. Fur now has to play through. There's still that play room towards the site. Pit's now removed. Nice shot from Fur. And now it's down to 1 man, and Happy retains.
That's unlucky.
That puts a smile on your face for any French fans out there. This is not a scoreline you would be expecting. I don't know what to say about this one. The double AWPs have been worked out. They've been removed. The money's now broken. My God.
Ouch.
Christian, I don't understand this group anymore.
Yeah, this is not the SK we were seeing yesterday.
No, this is a little bit different. Like, maybe the group of death is just...
They're just running through smokes. They really don't care. But you kind of need that versus double AWP. You need to do random things. You need to keep it fresh. You can't be scared. If you play scared, you're just going to forfeit the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... I guess that's a fair analogy, right?
Go together. You still do it. Scream dies.
Yeah.
But XMS was there immediately to trade it.
EnVy did have a good rise to form in the end of the Pro League. It's kind of hard to overlook the start, though, when you were casting, you know, when you watch these guys at the early start of the season, it was like, where are they? Where have they gone?
No, they're looking a lot more complete.
They've really come into form here. This is a scary looking side for now. I don't know how far this will go, if this is going to retain for the rest of the game, but if SK ended the half on 1 round, I don't see much more coming from this.
No, I mean, if they're playing the way that they are playing, and even the strats that they're calling, that SK really can't get a good read on what's going on.
Again, they're rotating to the wrong side. And
this is perfect. Just go quiet this time. We've had so much pressure every time we've gone A. This time we'll just walk up. 12-0. Gets traded.
Back to B we go. Still V2 on either side of things, but it's hard to read if you just know that Happy's there. He's always going to be lurking around, but it looks like Phelps wants the information and he gets it. Maybe a little bit more than he wanted. XMS will eventually find him, but down to a 3v3. This is getting costly, and they're running out of time. Taco needs to deliver. He gets one. He gets two. Taco with it all to do now. He does eventually fall, but what brilliant work from him to even the odds and pull the tide back to a favourable almost situation for SK.
He had to get at least one there, but that double kill is huge.
And now they've recovered rifles. Now they have armor, but no kit. And Happy last round clutched it out, bearing in mind. He just completely dismantled that retake that they were so up for. First contact, Fallen gets him. And it's SK finding one more round.
What's the money like now for Envy? If they... Yeah, it's not looking great. They should be able to buy any more rounds. They're probably going to do a force, but yeah. Happy's really been looking a lot better than he was. He's finding form again. He's enjoying his calling role. These calls are looking great from what we've seen. Unfortunately, Taco goes huge for the CZ. He had to make a play there. He was on his own on the A-bomb site. If he makes no kills or only does damage, they've lost the round. For him to get 2 and spray them, that's crazy, crazy CZ control there.
You know what, I guess, yeah.
They make it look easy.
And the thing is, right, the guy was having such a quiet game to start with. It's easy to get into your own head and be like, I'm just having one of those bad games, but he's pulled himself out of it, 100%. So
I think he's always been a player that's been under scrutiny for that, but Taco isn't about that. He's a completely selfless player.
Yeah, and you're seeing it here. He's doing well enough. If they get more rounds, it doesn't matter at this point to me. They need to close out basically every other round, though, at this point. We know that Envy can play the CT side. Taco to find Sixer, removes the threat from the initial balcony, but 2 more players drop, but look at the damage done. Envy, they're bleeding, they're hemorrhaging blood, but they're holding on. Scream and RPK, what are these pistols coming through? RPK's on 1 HP, and Scream's not on much more. He's on 10, but still they stand. And Fur and Fallen have to walk back in through the fire, basically, here, and try and find this round.
Again, it's like deja vu with these force buys.
Nice work from Fur. Clean frag comes in ahead of where maybe Envy expected. Scream caught off guard. But there's still 2 players left. And Happy's mobile. He's not just being static in this. He's trying to find an angle to support RPK, I can imagine. But RPK is a limited lifespan. 1 HP. Happy waits to see what SK's moving. And he's done wonders. That's more than enough. If he even fighting Fallen and seeing information. Oh, wow. He still gets both!
Perfect there. Playing the headshot. You've got 1 HP there. Just play the headshot angle. He's done that perfect.
Ah, what a beast. Ah, the guys that were labelled the misfits from the French
They're going 1 for 1. Again, they've been reset.
Oh, SK, this is heartbreaking to watch.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Day 2. Spanners everywhere.
Day 2 in the Big Brother house. There's spanners all over the place. Early presence towards Bernard from RPK and just flawless success again. This guy is...
He's so clean.
He's had a spray that. He's just playing sauce. He's jealous. He's jealous of his
success. Let me have a go, please. RPK.
How is Sixer here? No one knows. But he's had a wonderful time on this magical journey.
How has he just launched his TV spawn?
They're just having one of those games now. It's like we can just run through the map. We're running through players. But then it's weird you put it in perspective. They're running through SK, who have had like some of the craziest rises to fame that there is.
Did you see what RPK did there? Any other player would have sprayed, held mouse 1. He bursted both down in the head. Cool, calm as you'll ever see. That's Mr. Tank is just the cucumber.
The mechanic is throwing spanners in the works, Christian. That is what's going on. Envy...
He's nuts. He's playing insane.
...is 8-2 over SK Gaming.
But that's what they need. Without Scream, without RPK, this team loses. This team really struggles.
Yep. No, I completely agree.
Guys, I'm just going to run up Banana and kill them. All right?
Yeah.
We believe you. We'll back it.
This is pretty impressive thus far from Envy. And XMS and RPK are the ones delivering here. Scream, the most quiet. It's one of those backwards games, it feels. It feels like normally SK will have an answer, but their money's been so shoddy throughout. Those UMP buys put them in a very, very bad situation early on, and they didn't make it out of it well. They lost out on the double orbs eventually. It got them a round, basically, on the board eventually, but this has been one for the books for Envy. Perfect beginning for them. Early flashes forcing Fallen again to cower in the corner.
We've not really seen a tactical timeout yet. Try and work out what is actually going wrong and where we can get these entry kills as a CT. That double stack behind Sandbag, they just got punished by RPK, and here he's coming to get that. 1. 2.
It's just
It's
insane
tempo.
to watch. It is.
If you get the first, and the rest of your team's behind you, ready with flashes, you can just go, and that's what you're seeing here. And they keep doing it with success.
Little fake peek between the two. coldzera will eventually get happy, but
Scream doesn't want him to get there.
the taps aren't working, Scream.
Ooh.
The taps are not working today. And the rifles are going to be recovered. You can see the little sneaky route from coldzera to try and get that rifle. Try and find a new way through, but the molly will burn. Got to be careful there. There's XMS, wants to keep that rifle away, and he will. coldzera can no longer recover that one, and Taco already full armor, got himself a rifle, a couple of flashes and smokes. Good spot here, not going to be found, or very unlikely to be found.
Yeah, just take away what you can.
You know, you're right. Where is that tactical timeout for SK?
I think there it is.
Eventually it comes through.
Speak of the devil.
Like Envy, their T sides are looking good. Like I want to ensure that this isn't just a strong T side, good start, good money, working favorably for them. Which it has been that as well, but there has been individuals that have kind of pushed through that.
Yep.
But there's no disputing that SK can turn these games around. They need more of a buffer though. Like 2 rounds is simply not enough. No. I'd say minimum 4. Hopefully 5. They need to close out the rest of this half, basically. Yeah,
this is looking exactly what EnVyUs did to Immortals last map. Scream was putting in a performance, but this time it's XMS stepping in. Step aside, Scream, I've got work to do too. And yeah, they're blitzing through the SK squad.
Here we go, 10-2, unpause comes out. A Mac 10 on XMS. Only Fallen's one without a head armor. Everyone else is full armor here. And he's still on 6.7k, so maybe a bit of a misread as to what they might be coming up against. Maybe just, I don't know what they have in mind for him, but it might be a little bit trickier than he'd hoped for at this point. And you want to close out this with the strongest half possible for EnVyUs. A 3-man play down banana though for SK. Going to try and push it. I think it's Fallen pretty deep towards this one, but RPK plays these T-stairs consistently. Yeah. They do that late take if they don't do it early. So let's see what he's got here. Nice little lineup of a smoke flash over. But there is already a player down here, so this is the first time the Fallen's going to be here, so they don't have to keep that player dedicated towards B any longer than they have to. He's an early warning system. Now they can stack towards A. Exactly,
and this is what they haven't really had. They've had players towards the top of Banana getting the info, but it's just the one. This time they want to take Banana, and it's created all this space for CTs just to hold really great crossfires for when that A execute potentially could come in.
And again, first kind of joining Fallen at this point as well down Banana. They're staying close so they can maybe make a quick play around the back. They can make a cross around Banana. Because honestly here, Envy haven't been necessarily committing off their first attempts towards sites. They like to go back. They like to kind of pull people left, right, and centre. Taco, nice work towards Happy. Maybe a little bit too much to handle there. Coming through quad, and coldzera can't do much more than 2. Pretty good work from him, and eventually Phelps comes around on the flank and it works out well. Finally, they have information.
Yeah. Cold flashes for Taco, great flash. Picks up the kill. Turns around and sprays 2 on quad. Denies the entries completely. That was all cold.
Yeah. All back in Cold's hands. He did have a better spawn than Fallen, I guess. Or maybe they just feel, the aggression down Banana worked out well last time.
He'll probably peek mid here. He feels like he has to do something. No, he's not.
He's chilled. We're going for, again, the 3 stack towards B a little bit later this time.
Yeah, this is what I think the meta's going to become more of. 3 towards B at the start, make sure you can secure Banana. With just shooting one person, lots of nades, nice flash there. Lots of pressure onto B. But look where can you play on the map when this happens? You can go T-stairs or second mid. And then one of these players is going to rotate now.
Yeah, boosting up fur here. Fallen normally sticks around and it'll be Phelps who backs towards A. You can see RPK ever vigilant. If anyone tries to get aggressive even further than the bottom banana, go around towards C-Sets, he will be waiting and watching. But SK being removed away from the map, they have no top mid control. You can see Coldzera wants to have a look. He wants to see if anyone's here. One flash and Boiler's the one with the surprise. XMS. That timing is devastating. Taco going to be playing by that bike. You can make a nice little peek towards quad, but limited information. They've gone back towards B here, Envy. This could be a nice late hit. It's down to Fur and Fallen. Try and deny this one. Molly goes in, bounces off, gets a bit of damage done. Nice damage towards Scream XMS, but he's got to do more damage. He's got to get the kills. Fallen overwhelmed. RPK again! Where's this guy been for all these years? And Phelps on the flank!
He's got the bomb.
That's huge. The bomb goes down. There's 27 seconds. He's got to know it. He's asking for help, but Happy is there. He rips away the joy from Phelps' life, and it's Taco in the 1v2 now, pulling himself down Banana. And they've got to have heard him.
CT spawn.
Oh, God. RPK, he's playing out of his mind. This is sick stuff. RPK now watching the cross from CT. He can just try and make a new form of a crossfire because they know that Taco's nowhere else. He's got a flash and a molly. And RPK is surely going to take this fight. Yeah. There it is. Anyone else, I wouldn't have had it.
I like that decision there. When you're in a 1v2, sometimes the safest thing to do is just double face. Don't let the player go for the 1v1s. Trade effectively and just close the round out. End it.
All right, coming into this one. SK again. I hate seeing them with just these UMPs. It's horrible, but Envy and everything they're doing is so good. You can see those individual moments from SK. Sure, it's not like they're having necessarily the most awful games. They're being outplayed as a collective here. Yeah. I've got to say it. And that's a rarity.
All areas of the map as well.
Exactly. You don't often get to see this. You don't often see SK struggling for answers. You don't see them often struggling for money. You don't see them being outgamed on rotates or getting the wrong.
The hell is that ding?
Where was that from? Like, it didn't do much damage, but yeah, still. Funsies. XMS smoking out towards CT and a quick look towards B. One player waits for them. Again, Fallen outdone. RPK, the god!
He doesn't care. He's just peeking anyone.
It's sick. All right. Freiburg, I think we've got a new contender, mate. Do you remember Source? All right, he's taking back over. He's back in. He's back, boys. It's taken years.
It.
He's such an animal at this. It's just like, look at him. It's just like he's playing against no one. He's not playing against SK. He's playing against anyone else. It doesn't matter. He's just so good. If someone wants to make a montage of RPK, just, flopping it out on Banana, I'd watch it. I'm not going to lie. That's the end of the half, and that is an end of SK in this game. You've got 3 rounds, SK. Back to the wall CS is an understatement. Wow, RPK and XMS, those two are my superstars here. That first pistol from XMS, getting the ball rolling, really impactful frags. RPK dominating Banana late game as well. So good.
Yeah, it's such... I mean, you saw them there, how many times they're just getting caught with nades, caught switching guns.
Yeah.
These players aren't set up ready for RPK. He is just running at the most unexpected time and crushing you.
Do you know what? If Vendetta was here, he'd be having a great time. He's a big fan of old RPK.
I think he's probably got a big fan base, RPK.
He does. If anyone remembers Source, you'd say one day he'll return.
Yeah.
He'll be back one fine day.
Source God.
And you're getting glimpses. I'm not gonna lie. There are some little peeps of brilliance at this. And yeah,
he's
this
so cool and collected.
It just doesn't look panicked. It's just like, I'm gonna get here, and I don't care what's in my way.
He's in his own stride, and his stride at the moment is full bore.
Really, really is. SK, we've got to see the A game. This can't be anything less than the best here. Sixer takes a little look down mid. SK has Molly, couple of smokes. This has to be a piece from SK now.
Yeah. Sixer's always going full support in these rounds. Make sure he's got the kit and plenty of utility. Probably the double flash here for a retake. But let's see what SK have in mind. Looks like they're going to pressure towards A and end the bomb B side.
Only one man, what was it being? That's XMS. A lot of strain on his shoulders if they did go for that hit, but falls back. It's a joke! It's a joke! It's a running joke! It's sickening.
Is this Source RPK?
I don't know. He's found something. He is absolutely...
What the hell is going on?
Where is he? Where is RPK? Find this man right now. I don't care watching anyone else. We're just going to watch the RPK cam. XMS is still alive on B. RPK, can you stop killing him? So I have to do something. Phelps gets played in for a second, and that's done. But
and
RPK
they needed the best player in the world to take him out. He's just an animal right now.
Look at... Can you just press tab real quick? Let's have a little peek. Oh, 22 kills.
See how quick those frags were? They were all one bullet. He didn't Tap, tap. The guy has found form in this tournament, and they need him. They're going to be a force. If he can keep this up, today is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not too displeased with this. I'm pretty happy. I've got a little grin on my face.
SK the favourites. They're just getting Frenched.
They are getting full baguetted here, Christian. And right now, SK falling back to a B hit. 3 smokes, a late molly could follow. And it's going to be Scream and XMS. XMS unflashed, able to find Belt, finds Taco, and he's on a mission here. Can't back towards new box. Good flash, good molly. And now Scream turns anti-flash, takes the fight. Completely outgunned, outgamed. And it's XMS again, the man who will not be moved. Retains this site as long as he can. And here comes the tank, churning up Banana. He's not even needed. He's happy who gets the job pretty much secured. And 14-3.
XMS and other players doing really well. If he misses that first kill there, he gets overwhelmed. Yeah. Takes the first, even takes the second, completely stops all the momentum, and it's just a wipe up there. Look at Happy.
Well, to be fair, wasn't it? I
think they're having a good time right now.
Yeah, I think he's finally living up to his name. There's not often you see Happy smile. It's the most ironic name, and I absolutely love it about him.
Because he doesn't smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I think JW did this as well. I don't know if it was with a different shotgun. I think Yanko posted a stat about it yesterday. He was like, he had like some crazy kills with the auto shotty. So I actually don't mind it being played in apps either. It kind of works in this horrific angle. And here comes the king around the corner playing through Boiler, aware.
Cashing some money.
2 players, 2 victims await just round to the left. His king is getting crunched on. Still Flash, still gets a good bit of damage. Goes back in. Of course, no worries, gets Sting. Powers through, and again! They can't hit him. They can't do anything to this guy. He's on another level, and Taco is left just scratching his head, going, well, got 3 rounds. It's not great. What can I do? Takes the scalp off Sixer. The turn, but not the kill.
Yeah, you see RPK? He's pre-firing all these off angles on peaks. He's just inside the Brazilians' minds right now. All he has to do there is connect with the body, makes the aim punch, make sure he doesn't go down, picks up 2. And this is game point.
It's 15-3. I thought this was going to be...
This could end with a shotgun round. This would be great.
Please. Please, Happy.
Please go out.
Do the dirty. But this is going to put us into a lot of tiebreaker situations, I'm pretty sure, when this goes down this way. Well, I'm pretty sure the A stream will find out what happens and we'll be informed. We'll come back to that if it does happen, because RPK is going hunting. He wants more, and Happy, play it in, buddy. There it is. The shotgun snaps down Taco. And we've got 3 players left for SK, and Scream is finally handling them, manhandling them as well, and Banana. If that didn't happen already enough, Fallen and coldzera, some of the world's best, just got outdone.
Step aside. What a statement. 16-2 Immortals. Looking at a 16-3 here, unless Fallen and Cold can go huge.
I've seen stranger things happen, like RPK having the game of his life against SK, but shouldn't happen. Again, we wait and see. Fallen, a man with a lot to do in this round. RPK has another possibility of one here. coldzera could be falling into that trap. Sixer waits passively towards CT Arch. And 40 seconds remain. 1 smoke, 1 decoy. You're clutching at straws when you're SK. You've got to depend on that firepower you know you have. Happy goes hunting, he falls. Now the king is here, and he waits for the first, and he finally gets dealt with. He gets put back in his place. Off the throne he falls, but 25 seconds, still free to get past.
They've made this winnable.
They have.
The synergy between these players is incredible. How they've approached that round.
Remember, this was a 2v5. It's now a 2v3. Let's see the afterplant. You've got still coldzera up in apps, Fallen towards pit. 2 players coming through quad. He's going to take the pretty tight angle on this as well. They can get up close. The dinks from Scream. Phenomenal stuff, but coldzera can still play this one out. Got to be careful. That is wall bangable like you know. Snaps in, can't get it. It's Sixer to find the final man, and it's Envy to win the game at 16-3 against SK.
What is going on?
What is this tournament group stage? This is a game to be remembered.
What have they been feeding RPK?
I don't know, but we need some of it out here. If you can ship that over from Dallas, we'd appreciate. Maybe that barbecue out there, the Texas barbecue's sitting well with him. He likes a bit of it. Who knows? Whatever's happened, it's good. But that is a crazily out their result. Look at, like, if you want to see that in full context, look at SK's games on Inferno as of late. Look at what EnVy normally do on Inferno, and look at who they're losing to and who they're beating, and just put that in full context as to what just happened when RPK has a game. That was something to be remembered there.
Yeah, XMS as well. Great performance by him.
Absolutely.
No fear by any of the players.
No.
Everyone's willing to make plays, and that's what you need to win tournaments.
Well, guys, girls, I need a moment to just, you know, just calm down, I think, because that was something you don't get to see every day. But the other games are going on, of course, on the A stream as well, so do make sure you keep up with that. We know that the B stream is the best stream because it's the boob stream, so we all love it here.